Hey guys! I was so prepared. I was like ready. Did you see me throw my hand up? I was about to be like, what's up everyone? You're just like, hey guys! What's up guys? Welcome back to the channel. It's me, Courtney, and today I'm doing the mom tag with my mommy. Okay, if you don't know what the mom tag is, it is 17 questions that the daughter or the child asks the mother, and she has to answer them truthfully and completely. So are you ready?
Shoot.
Okay. What was I like as a child?
You were very shy, loving, never met a stranger, always could play by herself, surprisingly. I could say, get away. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Such a jerk.
No, I'm kidding. No, she could entertain herself. So, but all in all, she was really shy. You can't tell now, but she was really shy.
So flamboyant now. What do you think of me making YouTube videos?
At first, I thought she lost her dang mind. Didn't understand why she was doing it, but now she loves it and she's getting a lot of responses, and I'm happy for her.
Yay! I thought I was lost my mind.
I thought she was a little crazy because she wanted to do it. So when you said you wanted to do that, I was like, okay, but...
Well, it's like cool because you look up to like these YouTubers as like your best friends and everything, even though you've never met them.
Right.
I feel like the internet is so different from TV because TV, they have to put on like this fake persona to like look perfect for like their management and everything. But when it comes to YouTube, like people are just themselves. That was a good answer though. Very good answer.
Of course.
What's something funny I did when I was younger? There's gonna be a lot of answers for this one.
A lot of answers. Can I do one thing that you used to do with your tongue?
Yeah, what? Oh, that.
You were like, I don't know, maybe 6 months old, 8 months. You were, yeah. You do that all the time.
Yeah, like something.
She locked herself in a car. And
is this funny or is this like morbid?
Well,
my daughter locked
at the
herself in a car.
time it was very scary because she's like buckled up in her booster seat and in the back seat of the car's not running, and it's like 100 degrees outside, and we're in our driveway and we live in the middle of nowhere. My cell phone's in the car, my keys are in the car. I mean,
I remember that time because I was just sitting there.
And she'd accidentally locked the doors, and it locked all of them because we had an Acura at the time. It was a sedan, and she just locked the doors. And then she didn't know how, because you were only what?
I was in my seat.
See, she was like two, and she didn't know how to unlock the
Well, no,
doors.
I was in my buckle up seat.
You were in the...
No, it was in the booster seat. So I didn't know how to unbuckle because it was right as soon as I started sitting in a booster seat. Yeah. So I could not figure out, because I guess my thumb wasn't strong enough to like push the button from the buckle all the way down, so I couldn't unbutton it or unbuckle it. And I remember you were at the window like, just press the red button down. And I'm like, I can't do it. I'm trying so hard.
And then she got so upset and so frantic. It'd been a good while, maybe 10, 15 minutes. She got so frantic that she started frailing her legs, and she hit the automatic window, and the window came down a little bit. And so, since it came down, I was able to reach my hand in and unlock the door.
I remember it got so hot, like I was sweating.
Oh, it was hot.
Ugh.
That was not the first time she got locked in the car.
Not the first time. Definitely not the last.
The very first time she locked herself in the car, actually she didn't do it, I did it. She was like 3 months old, and I had a rental car because my car was in the shop, and I had cranked the car up to get the AC running, and I put her in and came back around to buckle her in, and I didn't hear, well, I shut her door to come back around to get in the driver's side, and I hear all the automatic locks just lock, and she's locked in. An infant. Luckily the AC's running because it was in the summertime too, and we were at the doctor's office.
Why couldn't this happen in the winter?
The doctor's office called, and my cell phone's in the car, everything. Anyway, the doctor called the police, and the police came and unlocked the door for me.
Have you learned anything about makeup / beauty from me?
Yeah, I would say so.
I was about to say, I was like, if you say no.
No, when you were younger, I tried to tell her how to wear her makeup and show her how to wear her makeup, and I helped her to do her makeup. And I did her makeup for many, many years. And then when she became into more YouTubing and all the, the makeup gurus and all that stuff, she would watch how to put on eye makeup, how to apply foundation, blah, blah, blah. And so yes, since then I have learned more than I already knew.
Well, that and I wear a lot more makeup now than I used to. Like before,
oh my gosh, let me tell you about middle school.
Well, no, let's go more into depth. I didn't wear like face makeup. I didn't wear eyeliner until like almost 8th grade. The only thing I wore really was mascara and like tinted lip balms. Like that's really it. But I still didn't know how to put on mascara. I did wear eyeliner, but only on the top because I couldn't figure out how to do it on the bottom because I was too afraid to.
For the longest time, no, I thought you put it on the bottom.
No, I figured out how to do it on the top first because it was easier to do it on top. On the bottom, it always scared me because I didn't want to get it.
Well, she used to do it inside her eye. I mean, I think everybody.
Well, that was like the thing in middle school to do eyeliner.
And she looks back now and looks at those pictures and she's like, what was I thinking?
Well, no, see, I think it would have looked better if I actually wore mascara and then did it on the top too. And actually wore eyeshadow, but I didn't. I only did it on the bottom. No mascara. No, nothing on the top. Nothing at all. Not even foundation. Because I was like, foundation breaks out my skin. I'm not going to wear it. So all I wore was this smoked out jet black like pencil eyeliner.
And she wouldn't listen to me.
No, because that's how everyone wore it. And I was just like, okay, now I look back at pictures like in 8th grade and it just makes my eyes look like little Asian eyes. And I'm like, oh my God. Like now I don't even wear eyeliner on the bottom.
And then when she started, I've never been able to use liquid eyeliner. When she started using it, then I started using it, the e.l.f. brush, and then now I use the Precision.
You do it differently than me though. You don't really wing it out. You just kind of like layer, like do a thin, medium line.
I don't wing it out too much because I don't know that it looks good on me.
5, what's a weird habit of mine?
No.
No answer. 6, if you had to rename your daughter, what would you name her?
Actually, your first name was going to be Alexis Nicole. Nicole was always going to be her middle name. I just needed to put a first name with it. Alexis Nicole. Then I had a friend of mine that was having a little girl too, and she was I was a couple months more pregnant than she was, and she was going to name hers Alexis.
You let her take the name of Alexis? You should have been like, I'm farther along.
I just let her take it. And then I thought Christina Nicole, which Christina is my middle name. But then I thought that was too many eyes.
She was like, she won't be able to do that in kindergarten.
I was like, I don't want to screw that.
Think of all the cute little hearts I could have put above my name.
So Courtney, I always loved the name Courtney because a friend of mine in school, her sister's name was Courtney, and I always loved that name. So I thought Courtney Nicole LeHew sounded great. I couldn't see naming you anything else.
Number 7, when you guys go out to eat, what does she order?
It depends on where we go. If we go to like an Italian restaurant, a lot of times it's either fettuccine alfredo. That's usually her thing, which I hate fettuccine. Seafood restaurant, most of the time it's some kind of shrimp. Or, you like crab cake? I'm over crab cake, but...
I like crab cakes, but I couldn't eat them as a meal, like by themselves.
What did you eat that time we went to Fred? The second time we went to that restaurant.
Oh, that second time, it was a first for me. I tried lobster.
And
I wasn't a big fan of it. Like, it was too sweet for me, kind of. And the meat feels weird. It feels very leathery.
And she loves burgers. Like, if you go to like a good burger joint or Texas Roadhouse or like maybe an Outback or Chili's or somewhere, she likes burgers.
Oh no, Chili's. Chili's, I get that chicken, Cajun chicken parmesan. We go to a Mexican restaurant, I always get a taco salad.
Yes.
Or if I'm not really hungry, I'll get a cheese quesadilla and rice.
Yeah.
But almost always I'm hungry and I'll get a taco salad. And number 8, what is one thing you wish she would do? I have a feeling this is going to be based on chores.
Clean her room.
Well,
holy crap.
See, I clean it and then I leave it clean for a really long time, but then one thing, like some big event happens and then I end up just throwing clothes everywhere and then it just eventually gets worse and worse and worse, and I'm like, I really want to clean. It's not the fact that I don't want it to be clean, like I want it to be clean, but also I'm one of those people that are really bad at like getting rid of things because
she's a hoarder.
9, what's something I do that annoys you?
Okay, she's been a really great kid even through the bad teenage years and stuff, and now that she's 19 she won't take some of my either criticism or I don't know, advice. It's more she's at that age. I remember being that age. She thinks that she knows it all.
Okay, number 10. What is something I obsess over?
I don't know. I don't think that you really obsess over anything.
I don't know. I can't think of anything that I actually obsess over. I like makeup a lot.
Well, when she goes,
I'm obsessed with looking perfect when I go out.
That's
with
what
people.
I was getting ready to say. That's what I was gonna say, because you do, even though, you know, any given day you may not go out with friends, but when she does go out with friends or she's gonna go somewhere, she wants to be decked out.
Well, you know what? When you get to be my age and you're not really in school and meeting boys and everything, every boy that you meet out in public could be a potential suitor for a man. So,
yeah,
you gotta look your best for him. 11. Where would you like to see me in 10 years? I'll be 29.
Oh, I don't like you saying that. I don't like that. I hope that you're in a career. Of course, you've gone to college and you've either gotten your bachelor's and maybe a master's in whatever she wants to do. She has an awesome job doing what she loves, not something she hates. Hopefully has a boyfriend, fiance at that time, and hopefully may get married. No kids yet. Let's do
no
this.
kids.
No kids yet. I'm too young to be a grandmother.
When were you most proud of me?
Oh my goodness, I don't think I can pick out just one time that I've been proud of you.
Go ahead and give out a top 5. Top 5 times you were most proud of me.
Top 5. First time was probably going from a private school to a public school, and she did it like a champ. I was more worried than she was, and she did awesome. And, she joined band in 6th grade, continued with it, stuck it out because there's times when she didn't like it so much. Joined marching band in 9th grade her freshman year, when she probably should have started her 8th grade year. Tried to, but she didn't want to do it, but then told her she'd regret it, and sure enough, when she started marching band, she regretted not doing it in 8th grade. But anyway, very proud of her to sticking through that, because marching band will kill you. It's brutal. But she stuck it out, came home day in and day out for 2 weeks, 12-hour days, Monday through Friday.
That first year, just crying every single day.
Every day she came home, she was sore, she had blisters all over her feet.
Yet I never said, I want to quit. I always said, I just want this to be over.
Right. But she accomplished that. She stuck it out. I was proud of her. She was determined to do theater when she got into high school, because there really wasn't a program in middle school. But, gosh, I would say going from a shy kid in a Christian private school to public school and coming out of her shell, the older she got, did theater productions. Like, she wasn't terrified at all, because me on stage, I would have been a nervous wreck. I probably would have peed myself. She did it.
Oh, I was really nervous behind the curtain, but it was always
nervous, but you could not tell in her face. You couldn't tell in her demeanor, of her body language. You couldn't tell anything. And then her senior year, she joined honors choir. Never sang in front of anybody. I tried to get her in chorus. Her early part of high school, she didn't get in until her senior year. Got into honors choir, singing in front of people. She did solos for several productions at the high school. Even though she was terrified, she did those solos because she did not like singing in front of anybody. She could act like in front of thousands of people, and being in marching band on a field in front of
hundreds of thousands.
Yeah, hundreds of thousands of people, and it not bother her. Competition after competition. Then her senior year, marching band, they won their state champs. That was a huge accomplishment. That was her huge accomplishment. She had a lot of accomplishments in high school. And to go from the little shy kid when she was little to who she is now is complete night and day. And She was a lot like me in that aspect because I was extremely shy. The older I got, the more I opened up and now I have a very bubbly personality. But I would say state champs. That was one of the big things. Give her state ring. First, she was vice president of the Thespian Society for theater.
That's thespian, not lesbian.
Not lesbian, thespian. TH, thespian.
The ITS Club, International Thespian Society.
Right. She was the vice president her junior year. She was the president of her senior year.
Number 13. What's the worst thing I've ever done?
I would just say if you're defiant. Other than that, I don't think you haven't been one of those kids that goes out and gets drunk and does drugs and gets messed up with the wrong crowd
I don't smoke the doobies.
Right. I don't think you've done anything just terribly, terribly wrong. No. I mean, no.
I'm a pretty good kid. That's the answer. I do no wrong. 14. What's your favorite moment of us together?
I have so many of them.
Oh, you're gonna be like, we've never had a good moment together.
I remember a lot of times I'd drop off her little sister at school or whatever, and I'd drive, before she started driving, I'd drive her to school. I remember one morning we were driving, and I don't know, I think you're probably a sophomore, and it sticks in my mind because it made me feel great as a mom. She was like, we were talking, and she was like, I just tell you everything. We're so open, and we talk about everything. She goes, you're like my best friend. I'm like,
and you're like,
I
I don't remember that. I'm pretty sure I've told you that
crap,
before.
you know what I'm saying.
No, I'm pretty sure. Well, that's good.
Well, what's one of your favorite moments?
Close to Christmas. And remember, we would always, I think I was in 3rd grade. Remember, every year we would go and sit out where that big grassy knoll was out in front of the gym, which was the cafeteria.
Mm-hmm.
And we make those Christmas trees out of the cotton balls.
Mm-hmm.
And we put them in glitter. Remember that we were allowed to bring our parent that day?
Yeah.
And they would come and sit and everything?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you came, and so did Mimi. That was one of my good moments. But the time where it was just you, it was field day at Hampton Park.
Mm-hmm.
And it was that one year that only you could come for like the first half of it.
Uh-huh.
I remember you brought me Gatorade and peanut butter cookies.
Yeah.
And you cheered me on while I did the jump thing. I can't remember what's like
a hurdle kind of thing?
Yeah, where you jump into the sand.
Yeah.
I remember I won. That's the only thing I ever won because I had the longest legs because I was like the tallest person there.
No, you should.
So I jumped, and I won that ribbon, that gold ribbon with like the silver letters on it. That's somewhere. It's somewhere packed away. You need to get that out.
Oh yeah.
I remember when I won that, and you were like, "Yeah," and I was like, "It's because I have long legs." You were like, "I'm so proud of you," and I'm like, "I'm proud of myself." And I was covered in sand and like sweat.
Oh yeah.
And then they made us do the run like right after.
There's out in that field, and it was like in May, and the sun was.
I remember that was the hottest time ever. Like it was
It was awful.
It was horrible. Number 15. How was I in school?
Okay, in elementary school, because she went to a Christian private school, it was really difficult. Oh my gosh, child had the homework we would do for 2 or 3 hours a night.
I was a good 2 or 3 years ahead of what kids my age in public school.
And it was hard because I had to push her to do her work a lot of times. Middle school was that awkward time, you know. Had a horrible math teacher, and then she ended up having the same one 2 years in a row. And I contacted the school. I was pissed. And then getting into high school, she was really good. Really
I
good
say high
student.
school was a breeze out of everything.
Yes,
because middle school was a lot of bullying and just rude people.
Right.
And so was elementary school. But then once I got into high school, like, it was a breeze. I didn't come home with problems or anything.
Right.
It was fine. High school was the pristine prime year. What would you change if you could raise me again? Let's switch that question. What would you do differently if you had me at a later age?
I feel like we spent a lot of time, your childhood together, but there's times that I felt since I was so young that I still wanted to hang out with friends and party, you know, with our couple friends and that kind of stuff, because we still had a lot of friends. And you hung out with Mimi and Papa a lot. I would say I'd spend I'll spend more time with you, more undivided attention time. we still had our days when your daddy and I were off together with you, and we take you to the park, we take you to the zoo. I don't think she remembers a lot of that stuff.
I remember a lot of it, but I think if I could answer that question, I would say don't do anything differently.
Really?
Yeah, because I feel like when people have kids at a later age, they lose contact with a lot of their friends over those times. But I love how you were still close with a lot of your friends. Like, you were close with more friends then than you are now.
Because all of our kids are older now, and some of them have 2 and 3 and 4 kids, and they're so involved with all their activities. Dance, gymnastics, sports, everything, so it's hard to connect.
But I loved all your friends. Like, when I was younger and you guys would have like the little parties at our house over near Mimi and Papa.
Mm-hmm.
I loved all your friends because they were all so nice to me, and they would bring me presents and they would play with me and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So you wouldn't change anything?
I probably wouldn't change anything. I think it was chill.
I would have more patience.
Hey guys, so we ran out of space on the card when we were filming last time, so if anything looks different or the lighting or such, it's been a good hour since we filmed the last bit. But we only have one more question, and the last question is that you get to ask me a question. So go.
Would you? I guess you already answered this. Would you have changed anything how I parented you?
No.
Throughout your childhood? You wouldn't have changed a thing?
Probably not. I had a very good childhood. You bought me things that I wanted, you took me to parties, you threw parties for me. You took me to the park, you bought me food, which is a really good thing because I like food. You let me have a very, very good relationship with my grandparents, which a lot of families aren't like that.
Right. So, I guess that basically wraps it up.
Yeah. We finished the mom tag, all 17 questions. But thank you, Mommy, so much for being in my video. Thumbs this video up if you want to see my mom in more videos. Subscribe if you want to see more videos from me. And if you have a suggestion for a video or another tag/challenge that you want me to do, leave a comment down in the comments. Don't forget to look down in the description for other ways to follow me on social media and other annotations down there. And I hope you all have an amazing day. Say bye, Mommy. Bye. Bye. Okay, now we have to pose for a thumbnail. What's a cute way that we can pose for a thumbnail? Were your eyes closed or open?
Right.
Okay, let's do it again because I was like, okay, ready? Perfect. Yeah.